Anyways, enough of all that. Glad to get that partially off my chest. It won't be completely done, and I'm sure I'll spend part of tonight, and I'll spend tomorrow, and I'll spend part of Monday just, you know, being stressed out about it. Just thinking about it elevates my heart rate, and it gets me really anxious. But we don't need to worry about it now. If I want to raise my heart rate, we're gonna be doing that right now, and I need to change the game title. That is not even remotely correct. Once it'll let me edit text. It seems to take longer. There we go. It takes a little bit when I bring that up before I can actually like edit it. That's simple enough. Okay. So this demo, even I love that you download it and it's Maiden, but it looks like because everything for PS5 kind of nests itself. Like if you go over, where is, like if you go into, let's say, Mortal Kombat, you can actually go through different stuff. Like if you have the PS5 version and the PS4 version, it'll kind of nest everything together. Ready the Legend. It's the demo for the game I'm hyped for. Too bad I don't have a PS5. Aw. It's still so ridiculously hard to find. My buddy Zelibrius has had a hell of a time trying to find it. And I think he might have gotten IP banned from GameStop somehow. I got lucky. I'm glad that Village is at least going to come out on old gen, but we'll see how. Hopefully it's not in a situation where old gen is like Cyberpunk and it's like complete trash. But yeah, they just kind of nest the demo in here, despite the fact that the demo has its own image, it has its own title and everything. Oh, by the way, I will be trying to stream this as well. I got in on the beta for Reverse. We'll see how goofy as shit this is going to be. Probably a lot. I'm going to anticipate a lot. But I'm not totally never been against multiplayer Resident Evil themed stuff. It's just as silly as Metal Gear multiplayer. That was always a weird idea, but they went with it anyways. I wish they had kind of mentioned that it was going to be old gen in the first place, because RE Engine is scalable enough. There would have never been a reason to make this a next gen exclusive. Like the RE Engine works on Switch. The fact that it's running Metal Gear, yes. The fact that it's running Monster Hunter Rise and it actually seems to run and look decent on Switch is, I think, a testament to this this engine. The new update for Cyberpunk keeps corrupting the entire game, so I've had to delete it twice. Man, glad I waited on that. Glad I waited. Okay. Let's go in. Shouldn't be running. I think I closed it. I will be adjusting. That's really bright on my end. Although, like, the brightness on my TV doesn't matter. I feel like when I plug into my Elgato, the brightness there changes quite a bit. So I'm gonna kind of look at it over here on the video feed and see if the black level probably needs to be adjusted. I think it's just gonna look washed out. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to keep it the same way. There's really not much I can do. Or I'll have to readjust it if I want to plan on playing this on my own. So, based on what Capcom was telling us about this demo, there's no combat. It's clearly set up to kind of like how Beginning Hour was for Resident Evil 7. That didn't even have anything to it. They kept updating that demo with new stuff over the course of a couple of months, because when it first launched, you couldn't do a whole lot anyways, and there was actually, I don't believe, any way of properly beating it until they added more stuff later, and then you could beat it. You had, you know, some stuff you could do and you could get out properly. It was really obtuse though, so I don't know if there's going to be like anything like that. I haven't looked into much because I wanted to play through it once blind and then figure out, okay, there's something else I can go back and do. Because it even starts out really similarly. Similarly to the beginning hour demo. If you do decide to play this again offline, I suggest headphones. I played it that way and I could hear everything so much so that when my wife entered the room unnoticed, she scared the shit out of me when I noticed she was standing in front of me. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm glad that they're releasing it really soon. And I mean, we're getting another demo, so that's cool. I'm hoping the demo, since that will hit at least hit other platforms. I'm hoping that will hit all platforms, so people on old gen systems will be able to try it out. Someone left us a note, and I don't know what it says because it just looks like chicken scratch. Scrap of paper, an old scrap of paper buried in the wall. I think someone left a message. Yeah, that's gobbledygook. And on the other side, nope. I don't think it will be. I feel like they've been working on this long enough. And if Resident Evil 2 and 3 taught us anything, they're probably reusing a good number of assets anyways. That was noticeable in Resident Evil 2. Like right off the bat, that switch box you had to open in the main hall of the police station. I'm like, that's the same box that was in the baker's house. And you had to do the exact same puzzle. Okay. To whomever is trying to escape this place, I hope this note will be of some assistance. You do not know me, but you will have to trust me if you want to survive. First, you need to get out of this cell. Look around for the way, get on your hands and knees if you must. Then, search for the thing you'll need to escape. It will be hidden where they'll be the least suspect, soaked in blood. Once you get out of the dungeon, you should find yourself in a room. The door there won't lead to salvation. The light will lead you down the right path. You might hit a dead end, but do not give up. There should be a way to proceed hidden somewhere. Once you find the ladder, the only way is up, but watch out. Don't let them see you. I plan to make my escape tonight and pray that you too make it out alive. Thanks, note. I need to go back. I was actually doing at least a collection run on RE7 a long time ago, and I stopped. So I need to reinstall it because I now have at least all the DLC, so I can play through that. I did at least do a run through on it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I tried to use my old roommate's PlayStation VR to play it in VR, but I gave up. I gave up actually just before you find what's his face's body down in the cellar, and that's like that's not even after. I didn't even complete the first part of the game. I gave up. I was like, I don't want that guy's face, his maggot-ridden face, like right in mine in the VR headset. Oh yeah, I at least got this far. In case you want to see. It looks like there's some dookie in there. That's good. Yeah, VR was, I think, would be interesting to play that game, but like it was stressful enough on the first playthrough. VR would just make it that much harder. Yeah, I wish I could play this with headphones and have the system audio properly broadcast, but I don't believe it will. And when I first installed this, I was going to say, oh, I'll play through it before I play through it on stream. I got about to this part and I went, no, I think I'll save it for stream, but I also just immediately got really anxious because it's very dark and your field of view is kind of narrow. Paps 2, welcome in. Dookie. Finally took him 8 games. Yeah, the only time I think Dookie ever got involved with the Resident Evil series was in the non-canon novels. Medicines for keeping livestock alive. Like, actual livestock, or are you referring to humans as livestock? Oh man, it's Jesus. Evil Jesus. Or really, it's Albert Wesker. I don't think there's anything actually around here for us. We have one way to go, and I don't know if anything's down here. Those clinking of chains isn't gonna help me in anything. Yep. You can open that up with a scrap of paper. Like that, I was weird because when I got into Resident Evil, it was through. Whoa! What the fuck? Is that the person that was trying to escape? Okay. Said something was hidden in a pool of blood. But yeah, the original Resident Evil came out at a time where I was like, I couldn't go into, help me, brother. Help me, brother, HH. No, Hulk Hogan. Quit leaving notes on the wall. But I couldn't even go into the horror movie section for a video store. It just was too spoopy for me. But like the idea about playing a game with zombies and stuff and the way it played, just, I don't know, it kind of resonated with me. Like most of the stuff in the Resident Evil series stops being... Oh, you can't open this. It stops being scary the first time. Like, stuff in 7 no longer has the same... Hey, rat. It no longer has the same kind of oomph after the first time once you start getting used to it. Just wish that Capcom would be upfront and be like, if this is not 8, just call it 7.1, or just say, yeah, look at the logo, it's a 7.1. It's not a real sequel. This is like Code Veronica. We didn't commit to it being a sequel, so it's not. Oh man. It's not an Iron Maiden though. Put them in the Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden. Excellent. Alright, that's locked too. Oh shit. Ugh. Alright, I was like, what the fuck's that sound? I'm like, oh, it triggered the damn chains. It resonated. What's the Japanese equivalent to that? No, it's a bad Biohazard joke. That person has no legs, can't get in there. That is blocked off. And now we have, oh, it said the door was not our salvation. Oop, I thought there was something on the wall. Can't get through here, correct? Correct. What did it say again? Yeah, soaked in blood. I'm gonna go back to that body on the floor. We must be missing something. Maybe maybe I can move the body. Yeah. Because I don't know. Like, the light is the salvation. Well, it's like, okay, well, that leads to bad things. We might go there anyways, just because. There's no light down here. Oh, shit! What the fuck? Or did you fall over when we left? You were already dead anyways. Alright. Yoink. At least I'm not having to reach down her neck stump. You want to talk about gross? And poke it with a stick. And Biohazard. The Adventures of Biohazard. Oh, fuck! What the fuck? Where'd that... Oh. What's up there? God damn it. Stupid chains. Let's step over this body. Whoa. Thank you very much for the follow, Brady. Oh, that's the same animation for sure. Alright, it said it was soaked in blood. Well, that's definitely blood. Hope it's not Chris's blood. Oh. We are now the master of unlocking. Good. There's no mysteriously disappearing bodies. What I mean by that, remember the beginning hour demo, when you play through the VHS tape, you could spot Mia kind of blipping in and out of existence. That was fun. This is essentially Resident Evil 7-2. I think so. What, did that body move? Come on. Who the fuck's doing this shit? Quit fucking with me. Oh, fuck me. I don't like stuff. You stay where you are. Alright, can't see their face. I don't know why we're in here. Is there any point behind this? No. I don't like monsters. Oh, no lockpicking minigame? I mean, it makes sense. You might as well reuse stuff as much as you can. Especially if it's kind of like mundane shit. Once you create it once, there's really no reason to... You can reskin it. No reason to really do it all over again. Shut up, dog. Any wine left? Is that actually wine? What did I just hear? I don't know. Something bad's gonna happen, huh? Oh, shit. What the fuck? Oh, what the hell? There's a body. Okay, that was the light. They said the door. Door bad, light good. It stinks so bad. Well, it looks like just a plate full of congealed blood. There we go. We will... I'm hoping I can at least complete it, and then we can try alternate pathways, too. They want a hug. Nope. Unless it's one of the... Unless it's the tall lady, or one of the creepy goth ladies. Then we are okay. The hell? Oh, they're wine. The hell's keeping wine back here? There's no doorway. Oh wait, I guess there was a doorway. And drywalled over. Push the brick. Resident Evil. Gotta love puzzles. It's not really much of a puzzle, is it? Not the same escape room setup. Hopefully not. It feels like from what I've seen people talk about, it's going to be a little bit more combat oriented. Because yeah, 7 starts out where it's kind of like, hey, here's the setup, and it feels a little bit different, like they're going in a different direction. But when you get to the latter half of the game, then it's like, oh, hey, it's Resident Evil. Okay. Like that's when it really started to take off. Also, I'm still surprised they never did anything VR related for the RE2 and RE3 remakes. Because that was kind of the point why they moved to the RE engine, was that it was capable of doing VR. I mean, that was the big setup. They haven't said anything about VR for this game. Just strange. Maybe they don't think it's going to be possible. All right. June 9th, 1958. It was my first day working at the castle today. I was most shocked to see the masters of the house were all women. The mistress and her daughters were very adamant that they wouldn't bite. It's quite peculiar. June 23rd. It's been 2 weeks since I started working at the castle, and I'm a little afraid. Another maid, Adela, made a mistake, and Miss Daniela slashed her face with a knife. And at night, I can hear wailing, as if ghosts roam the halls. I want to go home. July 8th. I don't know what to do. The young ladies were complaining it was too hot and stuffy during dinner, so I opened the window just a crack. Shut it! Shut it now! They all shrieked with me in unison. I fear I may be taken down to the cellar, never to be seen again. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Sounds like you got taken down to the cellar, homie. Now that is a hostile work environment. I wonder if Kojima sees all this and is like, oh, 10-foot tall GOTG vampires? And where are y'all's going? I made note of this. Does that mean he's just going to make a tall woman step on me simulator for his next game? Death Standing. That's a weird way to put it, and I don't know how you haven't had a torta before now. It seems like it should be, like, mandatory. Alright, where is this going? Can we check our... Oh, we can check our inventory while standing on a ladder. Alright. Path will lead you on the right path. You end up... Hidden way to proceed. Once you find the ladder, the only way is up, but watch out, don't let them see you. Okay, so we're going to have to be very careful, but we know the way out. It just saved. I thought I saw somebody there. All right, this leads into the house. Those my footsteps? Or somebody else's? Those are mine. Can we go in here? I was about to say, can we confess in there? No, it's part of a closet. What the fuck was that? You're fired. Kojima will do it. Don't tempt him. Can't go through there. I have a feeling we're gonna die. We'll be able to find our way back to this point, but that's locked. Boy, the lighting in here is great, though. Fuck, what was that? What? What was that? Oh, fuck. Saw somebody walking. I know I did. My heart rate has taken a dramatic spike. I realize I shouldn't be checking doors, but at this point... and like one bead of sweat trickle down. That was uncomfortable. Oh, fuck. All right, that's locked. We can run. Whoa. I'm assuming the front door is bad. Usually is. Oh, come on. Where the fuck? What the fuck happened to the... I had a lockpick. Where'd it go? See, Tacos Los Doritos is so good, and no one ever knows about it. East Side Secret. I don't think I've ever had it, but I've also not been... I gotta dry my hands off. They're fucking sweaty. You know, TMI probably. But, I've never, I mean, I'm on the west side, so... all the east side stuff, I've been craving Abuela's Tacos for, like, a while, but... man, you really... all this time in this town, there've been torta places, like... everywhere. I hadn't had a torta. That's strange. There's nothing in there? Is there another drawer around here? Am I missing something? Can I use a knife to open up the door? They clearly can't use it to attack anybody. Alright, was that blood there? I wasn't paying attention. I thought that floor was clean. Why is there a space under the stairs? It's for storage. Now I feel like I'm playing the game D. Except this is obviously much faster. Candidates. Irina, Mihaela, Lois. Rejects. Dandora, Greta, Nadine, Camelia, Bianca, Melina, Astrid, Ludmila, Rosalinda. Oh man, Rosalinda's eyes. Lena, Stefana, Gabriella. I don't know what that list is for, other than they eat people. Then they're gonna eat me. Can I put on the suit of armor? Dog, be quiet. I realize it's spoopy. Alright. The way out is definitely there. Problem is, now we have to find the damn key. A key somewhere. So I thought I would have been able to keep that that lockpick, but apparently not. Let's see. To be fair, when I've seen a picture of a torta on a menu somewhere, it usually appears to have a bunch of other sandwich stuff that I'm not crazy about. But that's the point. You have guacamole, you have the lettuce and tomato, you have stuff. And then they grill it all up and put stuff on there. Man, now I really want a milanesa torta. That sounds good. I realize we've been over this topic like a lot. To me, it's perplexing. I'm like, why wouldn't you want these other things on here for flavor contrasts and textures and breaking up the, you know, the fact that I will always say it, too much meat is a fucking problem. Like, you need something there to break up the monotony. You need something to break up the richness. It's got to be there. And certainly with tortas, I'm like, I gotta have beans on it. Gotta have beans on there. You gotta have whatever, really, however they make it. I'm just like, no, make it. We good. Anything in here? There was stuff in the fireplace in 7, but I hope I don't have to go back upstairs. So I have a feeling that's gonna present issues. There's always a thing is, I've had sandwiches with too much meat, and it's just like it becomes like almost a chore to chew through, unless that's like the most tender meat you've ever had in your life. Right, let me check that. All right, we can't go through there, so back up we go, I guess. I don't know why it didn't give us that lockpick back. That's usable more than once. The whole point behind lockpicks. One eye socket is empty. Alright, well, we can't go through these other doors. We already checked, right? Yeah. There's nothing on these terraces. There's stuff through there, but I have a feeling that's just a part of the environment, and we'll explore that at a different time. What about you, Julius? Oh, wait, no, you're Napoleon. What about you, Julius Caesar? Napoleon, a dick. Fan of ice cream, though. I don't was Taco... I keep pausing. Was Taco y Taco the one that was over there off of Bruce and Charleston? I think that might have been the place I tried to go to, and I saw the two different separate lines, and the fact that it's like there's no real set menu. It's like, get in this line, and this is what you can get from here, and blah blah blah. I'm like, this is confusing. Like, I just want a menu to order from. Oh, there's drawers over here. Oh, that's where we came. No, it's not where we came in from, I think. Or was it? Oh, yeah, it was. And spoopy necklace, apparently. Necklace made of animal bones used to ward away evil, taken from me when I was thrown in that dungeon. Is there anything specific about it? No? Alright. Tacos El Gordo. As I've seen, I mean, there's enough places that get and talked about. It's like, oh, this is a good place for this and this and this. And I'm like, I haven't gone to any of those places. All right, let me head back down here. I feel like maybe I can reacquire that lockpick. Either that or coming back down here will just put me in harm's way. That's the note we checked. All these candles are apparently the same ones that they have in Skyrim that stay lit for thousands of years. Still can't go through the door, obviously. That will lead to bad stuff. We'll check that out afterwards. I just want to actually see if I can properly finish this demo. Danse Macabre. It's a non-fiction novel by Stephen King. And it's weird. I see something where it's like, oh man, I don't want to have to get into different lines to order different shit, but then I'll go into a fucking place in Japan where my... Whoa, why is it so fucking dark there? That was not that dark. Okay. I'll say, what the fuck? Alright, so, no, we can't get that back. Alright. Yeah, like, that's how I got takoyaki from a Gindako in Osaka. I just went in and said, let's see how bad I can butcher the language, but get it across that I want, you know, this in a beer. It worked. Still the only time I got complimented for trying to use Japanese, and I'm like, yeah, it's still terrible, but thanks. I appreciate it. Appreciate the thought. I don't think it'll be any better by the time I go back again, but... Okay, so we're back up here. I didn't see anything up here. And... I don't think there was anything else in this room. We picked up the thing that was on the table. Can't interact with those. And we couldn't interact with any of that. Those look like curtains for... Look like curtains just for windows. I don't think we have to really worry about that. Are the doors around here? No, not until we got out of here. I thought I got stuck there for a second, or someone was pushing on the door. Please don't do that. It would be normal for me to get lost somehow in this, though. Now it's not scary. Now I'm just an idiot wandering around a house. Over here. Can we just smash it until it works? Weird that only one of these drawers opens. Oh. These are like the clothes I'm wearing. Yeah, because someone fucking ate the other person. Nothing down there. Let me check that note. One more time we'll check the... Oh, hold on. You. Interact with that, but there's almost no reason to interact with it. What was that, man? I was about to say, is that tall lady's hat? Or her hat's really big? We can't go through there. What am I missing? Hey, there we go. Now, it's probably triggered something. We found an important item. I don't need that synth stab when I fucking look at something, game. Come on. Might have been her training hat. It's her trilby during her hipster days. All right. So I thought the lighting changed there, but all right, someone's walking. I heard footsteps. Am I crazy? And they weren't mine. Now we just got to get Dash No Chris to be as open-minded here at home as he is in Japan, where he will eat lots more stuff there than he will do here. We can transfer that thought process over to here. He'll be in good shape. All the good things, man. Who unlocked it? Oop. The winemaking techniques at Castle Dimitrescu? I don't remember how to pronounce that, because that's how he... I mean, that's the big tall lady's name. But anyways, they can be traced back as far as the 15th century, long before the current occupants of the castle. Alcina uses this legendary yet peculiar technique to enrich the wine's flavor intensity and bestow it with a thick bouquet. For best vintage, as sanguis virginis, meaning maiden's blood. It is kept in a special ornate bottle, decorated with intricate silver flowers. Are we sure it's wine? Might just be blood. Oop. Oh. Diddly squat. Oh, what a spoopy key. Some drawings that seem to be straight out of Necronomicon Ex Mortis. Okay. Okay. So looking around will trigger footstep sounds. I'm gonna run. I want to get the fuck out of this cooler. Whoa. 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 Bitch. Get off the stairs. Get out of my way. Bitch. 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 Fuck.
So we finally meet.
Oh no. Whoops. Was that bad end or is that just the end? Thank you for playing through our visual showcase. Make sure to pre-order the game. I did, except not digitally. Okay, yeah. Who wants to? Can we confirm that that is supposed to be the ending to that? Like that's, hey, you didn't fuck up. You're supposed to hashtag step on me. Please smash me, lady. And now you pick out your 5 new earrings. Let's see. Or you get Jen seated across the table from me. If we're splitting something, I'm not permitted to go picking stuff off or ignoring bits of the meal. That's fine. Maybe we can get her to go along to Japan the next time we go. Okay, that is the legit ending. All right, cool. Then we're gonna start over. There's a lot of stuff in here. They're using a lot of harf buzz, a lot of third-party stuff, but that's kind of just how gaming is now. And you need to properly credit shit. All right. I don't know if we can die in here. I guess once we go through the door. So I feel like it was easier in beginning hour for 7 that if you like did anything wrong, you were gonna die. But maybe they'll update this as time goes on. Because there was no way to complete beginning hour originally. You always ran into Pa Baker, and he just would welcome you to the family. Alright, so we didn't need anything from there. Yeah, it's just, and some people come up with stuff that's good enough that you don't need to create it. I remember somebody at one point, okay, yeah, she doesn't have those in her back, but I mean, we can't really view it from here. There was somebody that pointed out on NeoGeo.com a long time ago on the forums that middleware was killing the games industry, and I'm just like, middleware is the only way games get made these days, because it's kind of a waste of time to build a new game engine every single time you make a new game. It doesn't make any sense. And that's how a lot of things were done back then. You might reuse some tech, but you're more or less kind of building everything from scratch. There's no point in doing that anymore. It's an outdated model, which is why a company will come up with their own, damn it, their own in-house game engine, or they will use Unreal or Unity or something like that. And I mean, Unreal is free. That's why people, and you get an even better deal. That's why a lot of people do exclusivity deals with Epic Game Store. Not because it's the best platform, it's the best platform for them to make a profit almost instantly. But it's like using that is free. All the major game engines are all free, so you don't have to worry about that. And you have a lot of people that are building things for these engines that you can use, and as long as you properly attribute who's making them, you're good. Why go reinventing the wheel? It's like, yeah, Konami had the Fox engine, but they have that, but they have a whole decent engine that they just don't use. That would have been most of the cost going into building and making Metal Gear Solid 5, was they were building the Fox engine the whole time. And that would have been a not insignificant cost. I mean, Capcom's been doing their own stuff for years. They use Unreal here and there. MT Framework was their engine that they utilized for, oh, hey buddy, can I help you? That was the one they utilized for a long time. And that's, recently that was what was running Monster Hunter World, which was crazy because that game looked great. And I'm just like, wait, this is the same exact engine, just a newer version. It was the same engine that was running Street Fighter 4. It was the same engine that was running Resident Evil 5. Like, you look at Street Fighter 4 and then look at Monster Hunter World. They look nothing alike. But they'd been using MT Framework for so long, it just made sense. And I think it was something they had, it's like, we had all this work done, previous games using a version of this engine, and it just made sense to continue using it, build what we needed to that didn't already exist, and then we can go from there. But MT Framework, I don't know quite if they're going to be still using that, because it feels like RE Engine is pretty usable. I mean, this runs Devil May Cry 5. Looks great. Okie doke, Dana. Have fun. Thanks for popping in. We can't go that way. There's just no other explorable locations? I guess the only thing we can do is get killed by Bug Lady. Don't know quite how they're going to explain that part of things. Because, like, all the weird shit happening in 7 was because mold spores had basically taken over your body at that point, and you were seeing hallucinations being caused by it. AFK down my super drink. It's time for an hour of Kempo X. I didn't get a... Sadly, how I felt this week, kind of... Well, part of my shit this week, I also did a lot of walking last weekend, and I ended up having some knee pain that I had to wait out. So I got a workout in on Wednesday. And that was good, and... I didn't have one on Mondays. I figured was like, well, I've walked like 15 miles over the past 3 days. You know, 2.5, 3 days. I think I'm good. And then since my knee hurt anyways, it was just like, no, you get to do a rest day. It's like, go get a half hour of walking in. You know, don't give that up. But like anything else that might have more impact, you should probably not do. And I just kind of got a walk in yesterday. I didn't actually get ring fitted or anything else for workout on Friday. I think I did get like 6 miles in though, so it's not like I ended up not doing anything. It's just I didn't want to do much of anything else, and it was hard to find that focus. I wonder if not picking that up would change things. Right, they knocked over something. Where did that go? I hear you laughing. Shrew. Look like basically what's... Oh, there she is. She is fucking going around. Well, she can fucking hang out, I guess. I was wondering if she was like actually, you know, floating around and doing shit. I feel like she would have been. I don't know why I checked that room. Stay away from me, man. So yeah, pushing past that mental block, I don't want to feel like doing X is a tough bit. If when you do, yeah. It's like at the very least, I'm glad I went for a walk. Just because getting at least that momentum in and getting that movement in is good enough. It might wear off once I get home, but at the very least, once I'm in movement, it will help out.
I'm watching you.
I know you're watching me.
I won't last until dinner.
Fuck. How fast do you move? Bitch! She's just gonna get a bite out of me anyways. I don't know, it feels pretty good. Oh. Flex. Big lady, time to have sex. Flex.
We finally meet.
Guess the one getting stabbed is me.
Ho ho.
Okay. I don't know if we can do anything more with this, because if that's the canonical ending where it's like, we made it out, nope. And there probably won't be anything else we can really do until they inevitably update the demo. So yeah, they said it's a separate demo, but like, are you gonna update this one, or are you just gonna like update this one and then release it? That'll be the version you also release to everybody else. I don't know. Don't know what they plan on doing with that. Yeah, all the copyright. That's the same thing. I see something about... I saw something about... Oh, Xloc, yeah. Speech graphics. Portions of this title utilize SpeedTree RT technology. Yeah, Xloc. I worked on some games that had Xloc, doing localization and PC conversion. WWE was through Xloc for a little while, and then they brought it in-house for Visual Concepts to port it. Yeah, shaders, downsamplers. I'm sure they need all kinds of stuff in order to support all the different platforms and make it all scalable. So I have a feeling this probably won't. I don't think it ran at 60 FPS. I'd have to install Resident Evil 7 again. I don't remember it running 60 FPS on PS4, but I think I'm wrong about that. Because if it was going to support VR, it has to run at 60 FPS to match the refresh rate necessary for VR headsets. Otherwise, you're going to be more prone to motion sickness at that point. Okay. If that's all we can do on that, then that is all we can do on that, I guess. Not surprising. They said it was basically an interactive visual demo than anything else.